You getting it twisted, getting all jelly, cause you think I'm with them, but you know you not ready. My truth got me up at 6 a.m. Tapping in the Zoom, cause my God is the REM. Straight up, he died for me. When I pull up, I know he got me. Don't play faves, we all his queens. When they say woman, they mean God.
Hey, good people. Welcome to Determined Women of Destiny, the place where passion meets purpose, where amazing women doing amazing things come to show off everything that they do. You will be influenced and inspired, encouraged and empowered, along with a whole lot of motivation so that you can believe dreams really do come true. I'm your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man.
Welcome to the show, everybody. And you are checking out Determined Women of Destiny. I am your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man. If this looks a lot different than my black girl with the afro and the crown, it is. I am on location and I am here with Earth. And Earth is going to tell you the name of where we're at. It's really kind of exciting, too. Where we're at and what she does. So, Earth, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me so much. I appreciate it. So I'm Ohla Rowe, owner of Clutch Boutique and founder of Elements of Earth Jewelry.
And if you're wondering what Elements of Earth Jewelry is, these earrings, this jewelry here is all made by Earth. It's handmade. And I met Earth at a festival in Wine Dance.
Yes, ma'am.
And what pulled me to her table is that her jewelry was very distinct.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I wear these earrings, no matter what I wear with them, they match everything. And you could tell she put her time into doing it. And as speaking to her the other day, setting up this interview, I was like, and I really feel that you just got in tune with God when you made it. She was like, oh my goodness, yes.
Yes.
So how fabulous is that to wear a piece of jewelry that not only is inspired by everything around, but also by the word of God. So Earth, tell us, how did you get involved in the industry of jewelry making and clothing? Because as you see, she also has a clothing here at Clutch.
So growing up, when everybody would ask you what you want to do, for me, it never changed. It was always fashion design, always dressing women. My dad is a leather craftsman. Mm-hmm. My grandmother was a seamstress. And I have a lot of aunts that are into art and handmaking leather garments. So it was inevitable, sort of, right? And then I have this affinity for nature. I love nature. And I wanted to create a jewelry line that was inspired by nature. And that would be different. Like, everybody wears whatever jewelry they fall in love with. I fell in love with semi-precious gemstones. I think that they take on a life of their own. And so my line is distinctive in a couple of ways because I use a lot of gemstones. I love to use neutral colors, and then at times I love to use like a lot of different bursts of colors. Yeah.
The warm and the cool colors, like
yes.
The blue, the red, and the beige.
I often think about a woman's wardrobe. Like that's like always the core for me is that, okay, how many pieces can she wear with this? Mm-hmm. Like your jewelry really should serve you like more than a top, a necklace you can wear like every day. Right? So something like a night in Florence, which is inspired by the colors of Florence, Italy, you can wear so many different tops, different outfits with that because it has so many different colors in it.
So wait a minute. You mean to tell me that your jewelry has its own name?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
So this is a night in Florence.
Yes, ma'am. Ooh. This is Calypso Melody.
Oh.
Inspired by the joyful spirit of Trinidad Carnival.
And it looks like it.
Thank you.
It absolutely does. And this piece, what's her name?
This is Silver Cluster, right? Because it's just
what it is?
Silver Cluster,
yes,
right?
Yes,
this is Lady Lapis.
Oh, okay.
Because it's all lapis and it's blue. These are red berry earrings. This is leather with a blue bead. right, on it. So
would that match the? Oh no! I was thinking that matches.
well, you could, but you ought
yeah.
to be told to wear them together because when we're petite, shorter women, you don't want to do a long earring and this necklace here because you tend to look clunky, right? If you're taller, you can do a longer necklace and a longer earring, depending on the proportion.
So we didn't even get to the kiss part. She just threw that in there for you. So that was extra added, baby. So now these earrings right here, what are those earrings called?
Oh my goodness.
They're called Yvonne's going to get those.
That's so nice. I fell in love with this earring also. So this is mother of pearl,
which I have on here.
right? I see you have an affinity to mother of pearl, and it symbolizes new beginnings. So it's great to wear them, right? You're in Willowbrook.
Oh, this is Willowbrook. I didn't even know this was Willowbrook.
Willowbrook earrings, and so these are the mother of pearl earrings,
and that's new beginning.
And this is a mother of pearl is a symbol of new beginnings. So anytime you have it incorporated in your jewelry, freshwater pearls, new beginnings.
Wow, that is
so
very
I love
interesting.
This also. These are nice hanging, very lightweight. Yvonne said you can put those to the side. Yeah, very lightweight.
Everybody knows I like a dangly earring.
It's beautiful.
I like it. It just brings all the face together for me. That's what I feel. It brings your hairstyle together. Yeah.
So the name of this is Beach Bum.
Beach Bum. Oh, I like that.
Beach Bum.
And back in my thinner days, I was one.
But you're still a beach bum.
Well, you're right. I just put more on when I go to the beach than I used to.
You just wear the beautiful swimsuit.
That's it. Just a nice run. So now that you have all this background as a child, you're engulfed in fashion and the arts, and you decide, okay, I'm going to do this full out. How did you map out your game plan? Because you went to college for this?
Girl, I had no game plan. I'm going to be very serious. Okay. I went to college. First of all, I'm a teenage mom. Okay. So I, at 19, had 2 children. And I had to do something to take care of them. Right. So I went to school and I pursued a degree in social work. I have my master's in public administration.
I just look that way because isn't that what we all do? We all go back to school for some type of social service.
Right.
We're artists. We're content creators. And when life throws us lemons, okay, we're going back to school for social service.
Girl.
But not the creative side of us, right?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, after I would say about 13 years of working as a social worker, raising my kids and being terribly miserable because I was doing what I did not love, was not interested in. I locked myself in my office looking through the Vogue magazines. Thank God for magazines, right? Because they can take us into our fantasy place. Right. So then, I moved out of New York for a moment. I moved to Virginia and I started taking jewelry design classes and I fell in love with it. I mean, I would be up all night. My husband would say to me, "You're not coming to bed?" But I'd be up literally bending wire until I could make an earring. It took me hours and there's a repeated process, and it takes a lot of patience to make jewelry because it's like, could be tedious at times, but I fell in love with, like I said before, the stones. They take a life of their own. And I fell in love with creating something that a woman could really wear. And, it's captivating and she loves it. She loves how she looks in something. So, yeah. So, Virginia. Then I moved back to New York. Yeah, I had the space to think, right? Because I mean, in New York City, sometimes you don't have the space that you need to think. So I eventually moved back to New York and I enrolled in FIT, Jewelry Design Program. Okay, and we're gonna go to break. Okay, now I gotta pay my bills, but we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we're gonna hear about her now going from social work to going back to school
to get a degree in what she loves. So make sure you guys come back because this story is phenomenal. You don't want to miss it. Come right back. Come right back.
Determined Women of Destiny is more than a talk show or a podcast, more than a Facebook group or TikTok videos. It's a tribe that vibes. It's a networking hub for women to funnel ideas and endeavors, to connect, helping each other be the best version of themselves, independently and collectively. If you would like to be a guest on the show or would like to join this great group of women, please email determinedwomendestiny@gmail.com.
And you are back. You are checking out Determined Women of Destiny. I'm your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man. This is my guest, Earth. I'm not even using her last name because her first name is everything. I'm here live on location in her boutique in Lynbrook, New York, called Clutch. Now, as I always say, I know some of y'all was like, oh, we getting away with it this week. No, you're not. If you just tuned in, say it with me, shame on you, because all the good stuff happens in the beginning. It's all right, you can always rewind. And thank you so, so much for joining me this Sunday afternoon. You could have done anything, but you decided to be with me. Thank you so much. I love you, love you, love you for your encouragement and support. I couldn't do what I do without you. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And share this with a girlfriend, honey. You still got time, call her. Tell her, tune in. You guys could be on the phone watching it, chit-chatting, drinking your tea, or whatever it is you drink on Sunday.
Come on in.
And drink it together. So before the break, Earth was telling us that she had moved to Virginia and she had a time to think and she came back to New York and she enrolled into FIT. Tell us about that journey, Earth.
So FIT was great. Like I would, but any artist, I would say to go there and take as many classes as you want to, because if truth be told, I would take one class after another. Like
Wow.
it's such a beautiful environment for an artist to learn, and I think that you could never learn enough. You constantly owning your skills, and you know when you love art, you're just engulfed in it. So I would highly recommend FIT to anybody that is on that journey.
And you were a woman of a certain age going back to school.
Actually, let's see, I was probably like around 29, 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that was not quote unquote what people would think would be the college age.
Right.
You know, that's the older student returning back to college.
Especially today.
Yeah. And you see, we say all the time, I'm too old to. You're never too old to. Y'all sitting up here looking at this gray hair. This is not because it's dyed. I am totally gray. You just get to see all the other hairstyles where I dye my hair the black. But you're never too old to follow your dreams. And Earth said, I'm going back to New York. I'm going to follow my dream. So now that you finished FIT, you now have the decision. What do I do now?
So before even finishing FIT, I had already started my jewelry company. It's called Elements of Earth Jewelry, because the doctors and nurses that I worked with as a social worker, I would make tons of jewelry for them, right? And I'd be up all night making jewelry, selling it, and I late for work because really, because late for my career in social work, but I'm up all night making jewelry and fixing orders and stuff for people. So I had my logo done, my boxes, all of those things. And because I love when a woman opens my jewelry box and it tells her how beautiful she is and how to care for her jewelry and her pieces, like those kind of things. I wanted to create a product that was like, this is special, this is special for me because I love how I feel when I'm unboxing something, that's for me. So that's really, really how I started. I actually started from my job. Like I had a lot of clients that would just buy my jewelry. Then I would go all around to different shows, Dance Africa, Harlem Week, and I set up my jewelry, and that's how I sold. That's how I sold my jewelry. And so in that vein, after a while I got tired of doing the shows because that's not an easy journey for anybody. Being a vendor is like really, really hard work. And I did it for about, I would say, 7 years. And it was just like I was at a point where I'm like, you know what, I need a space. I want to create a space where people can come, ladies can come and try on, they can come to me. So that's when I decided to open Clutch Boutique. In 2010, I opened Clutch Boutique in Valley Stream and I recently, within the past 2 years, moved to Lynbrook. So that's the journey that my jewelry took
and brought you here.
And brought me here.
To this beautiful spot that she has.
Yeah.
Now my question is, I want to go back.
Mm-hmm.
You said when a woman opens up your jewelry, she gets a note in it that talks about how wonderful she is and how fabulous she is and how she should feel wearing her jewelry. Yeah.
So my tag says that women are beautiful, courageous, vibrant, resilient, and powerful. Right? And then the inside tells you about the meaning of your gemstone. So that's how it's powerful.
I have to apologize to you.
Why?
Because I just took mine and I didn't open it and read it.
Okay. Well, but
oh my goodness. But that had a note to me.
Oh, but that says that the jewelry did its job.
Yeah, because I just wanted to put the earrings on.
So good.
And I had everything I had bought that day in my little bag.
So good.
So I said, oh, wait a minute, where's those earrings at? Because I had on something that would match these earrings. And I was rummaging through it, pulled it out and put it on. And sure enough, everybody's like, oh my God, those earrings. Oh, your earrings. Can I see your earrings? Oh, Yvonne, your earrings. And I was like, oh my goodness. So then I go to try to see how to contact you and realize I don't have your card. Oh. And then you called me the other day and I'm like, yeah, we got to do this interview because I promised her to interview her. And she was like, hey, wait a minute. She never contacted me. And I was like, I'm so glad you did because I lost your card. So when people are supposed to come together and do something, it happens. It happens.
Determined women
of destiny. Oh, I like that segue. Come on here now.
Come on now. Come with it, girl.
We're going to go to break. Want you to come on back. There's more to hear and more to see. Determined women of destiny. Hey, my determined women of destiny. I see you out there running here, running there, doing this, doing that. You got to buy this gift and you get some gifts too. You're eating with friends and family and you just planning up your days and haven't taken any time for yourself. Luckily for you, our newest sponsor, Helena Robinson, has an ebook called 40 Moments for Your Soul. So I'm going to need you to get your fluffy robe and your fuzzy slippers, find your favorite chair, and get you a cup of hot cocoa and sit down and read this book. It is a book of poetry that is just so inspiring for your soul. And it gives you a moment to sit down and relax. And isn't that what we all need to do? Check out the book, 40 Moments for Your Soul by Helena Robinson, the first woman that sends me a message on this show. I will gift that to you for the holidays. You know, honey, I'm in the gift-giving mood too. So y'all make sure y'all check her book out. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're checking out Determined Women of Destiny. I am your host, Yvonne the Motivator Man. This is my guest, Earth. She is the owner of Clutch Boutique. I said it correctly?
Yes, you did.
Clutch Boutique. And all of these items you see here, this jewelry has been handmade by Earth herself. And the name of your line for jewelry is Elements of Earth Jewelry.
Correct.
Now, her name is Earth. So this just goes in fabulously. Before we went to break, we were discussing how each piece has a little, and it's handwritten, a handwritten note in there. It lets you know about the piece that you're wearing. And that means that, you know, this is special for you. This This is for you, no one else. Even if she makes this, it won't be the same for them as it is for you because you have your own little note. Now, you see Miss Lady right here, yes? This dress is absolutely beautiful. You get to see the upper part of it, and this necklace, of course, Earth made it to match this. So, Earth, you love making jewelry, you love clothing, you have your own boutique. So, what is it about styling women, dressing women, making women feel beautiful outside so they can feel beautiful inside that doesn't?
Well, I feel that women, we have so many things to deal with. And we're so emotional, right? We're such emotional beings, but I really do feel like a woman gets the brunt of um so many things, right?
Yeah.
And so it's really like small things that make us happy.
Mhm.
And I do think that when a woman looks great,
Mhm.
she feels great. I think that they go hand in hand. And I really stress the importance of, not being so hung up on my arms are big, oh, my stomach is like, forget all of that. I mean, we're all a work in progress, right? And let's dress the body that you have today to make you look the best that you can.
Okay, we're gonna say that again.
Yeah.
Because everything, ladies, that's
Everything.
in your size
Girl.
may not be for you.
No.
But you dress what you have for all of what you have or less of what you have
Perfect.
to look the best that you can. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Mhm.
Being a woman that has been many, many sizes.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not wearing anything tucked in my pants because right now I got a fupa. I got belly.
I do
trying to
too.
cover.
Her name is Sally. She should only eat salad.
She named it and told her she should only eat salad. I'm done.
We need to be kinder to
Okay.
our bodies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I know there's things that I can't wear, but there's things that I can wear. And I do that the best that I can. And I like that you said that.
Mm-hmm.
So on this journey, single mother, young single mother, goes to school for social work, gets married, moves to Virginia, finally has an aha moment, inhale, exhale, realizes that she has a talent, always had the talent, but realizes now this talent is real. I can do something with it, moves back to New York and starts making jewelry for the people she works with, and voila, a business is born. From that business, we are now standing in her boutique. And so that sounds like, oh, that's easy. It wasn't easy.
No.
I just said it really quick, but I know there was a struggle along the way. Tell me about the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs of just doing this on a regular basis because there are so many fabulous pieces to it. I want to try and pull something open. Look at here. Look at here, y'all. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here.
That's a beautiful top.
And this is a beautiful top. And so all of her clothes exhibit like this really wonderful journey of fashion, of dressing, of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and how do you put all this together? And you have husband and you have job, well not job, you have husband, you have business, you have life.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you bring that all together? You know, now that you are over some of the obstacles, and tell us about that.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you go from, okay, I've come over the hills and the valleys, and now I'm here?
Well, God,
amen,
and husband.
Okay,
I have to say that.
I gotta get one of them.
I could give glory to God because He's amazing, an amazing God, and husband. I mean, because He's like my biggest motivator and cheerleader and supporter. And hurdles, I'm gonna say, have not stopped.
Right,
they are still coming all the time. That's just life.
Right.
How do we put together and piece together and forge through it every day? I think that there's a certain discipline that's required, and I'm asking God constantly to help me with my schedule, help me to do the things that I need to get done. We are actually, after COVID-19, small business has not been the same. Social media makes everything look like, everybody's winning when when you really want to say, hey, I'm here, I'm still here. Is anybody out there? Like, I mean, that's the truth of where small business is today. But like I said, social media makes everything look like it's, everybody's fabulous. But it's it's um it's a journey of constantly connecting to your core, your for me, the women who enjoy dressing up still enjoy dressing up. They still enjoy unique, fabulous things that are made exclusively for them. They still need to be pampered. And I think that I do my best at that and connecting. And now you're going back to a different stage in small business and in marketing. It's like going almost back to grassroots, because people have this whole concept of Instagram and Facebook. When I started my business, Facebook and Instagram weren't here. We just had MySpace, right? I literally take pictures of my stuff and I send it to my ladies. I used to call them divas for years. But then now they're diamonds, my ladies, clutchistas, women who
I'm a clutchista, man.
Clutchista is going to be new. Clutchista. I thought that was really cute, and I just like connecting to women and getting to know the ladies that I serve so well, because if something is coming up, like in their lives, a wedding, they're going on vacation, I have these pieces in for you. I would love, come in and check them out and stuff like that, because it's, at the end of the day, none of this matters without the personal connection.
And I was going to say her follow-up. Soon as the season changes, hi, this is Herb, and I have this in. I'd like for you to come in. Would you like a private showing? And I done messed up the curriculum.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I'd like, if you'd like, you could have a private showing, and she does have an area here where you could come in and have your own private showing. You could come on in. You could try on the clothing.
Absolutely.
Wow. And the holidays are here. So Miss Lady right here would be nice.
Lady in red.
Lady in red. There's a red
piece.
gown in the window that would absolutely, see this, the little waist. And
Gorgeous.
then she has like a balloon pajado.
And pockets. You know how much we love pockets.
She has pockets. Yeah. So you want to come down, it's the holiday season. She has a beautiful red cloak. And what is that cloak covered in? Is that?
It's a faux fur. Are we talking about the cranberry one?
Yes, cranberry.
That's a faux fur. It's a faux fur sleeve poncho. Maybe you want me to run and get it?
And it's absolutely beautiful. No, you're not going to run and get it, because they're going to come down here to Clutch and give them the address.
4A as in apple, Taft, T as in Tom, A as in apple, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, Taft Avenue, Lynbrook, New York, 11563. And I'm on the Merrick Road side of Lynbrook, not the Sunrise side. So as soon as you see Taco Bell, Clutch is right behind it, or before you get to it, depending on which direction you're coming from on Merrick.
And what's your website?
ClutchStylingBoutique.com.
And that's with the K.
Yes, KLUTCH.
With a K. And let's go back to some of those obstacles. So,
yes, ma'am.
Would you advise a business plan?
Yes.
Okay. Get your thoughts down. You
what I gotta have a vision.
You think better from paper than you do from thoughts. You work better from a document.
Yeah.
Thoughts, you'll forget all that stuff, but if you write it down, you can always go back and get it. So now that you have your business plan, you're thinking about, okay, opening up, you know, a shop, or you're thinking about selling your jewelry. What would be the next step that you would tell someone? Okay, you have the talent and you want to sell it. What should you do now?
Well, I think that you should figure out who your client is. Who do you want to sell your jewelry to? What is she like? And you should find her. It's very important to find her before even opening a store, because I will say that I kind of, if I had the knowledge in 2010 that I do now, I would have went about things differently, right? So we're in an age where people are buying things online. Every minute somebody's on their phone. So I would definitely, before opening a actual physical brick and mortar, I would definitely get my website together and start selling on there and doing the different fairs and the shows outside, so that you develop a clientele that can support coming into a brick and mortar, because overhead is not sexy. Let's just say that, right?
And it's not a happy place
and
sometimes.
it's just not a happy place sometimes. And with like saying before, with the way technology is right now, when everybody's on their phone, or they're buying things on the phone. So you want to make sure that you have the clients that can support your creation, right? Okay. So I would strongly suggest really diving into who your client is, what she's doing, what she wants to wear, and getting that. And also, like, writing things down and creating like a daily routine for yourself, a daily plan. I try to do that at night, because is like managing yourself at times is not easy, especially when you're creative, because your brain works differently.
Right. It's always
going.
something.
Yes.
And it's funny, my listeners
always going.
And the people viewing are probably laughing, because I always talk about, how on Sunday nights, I just go through and see what events are there, and see if they have speakers. And then I contact them and say, hey, do you need another speaker? Do you want a speaker? And reach out to them. Because if you wait for people to reach out to you, you'll never be touched.
Yeah.
So I like that when you say, I sit down and I plan this out. When you talked about your customers, look at who your target market is. Look at what they're wearing. Okay. I would not try to sell this to a teenager. A teenager wouldn't be able to understand the craftsmanship or even the colors of it. But a woman that's 45 or over would say, oh my God, this piece right here is everything. So I wouldn't try to sell this either to someone who's like 75, unless you're gonna be me, because when I'm 75, I'll be wearing something like this.
There's a lot
jazzy,
of them.
There's some jazzy older women, but I would go for younger, because this has such an uplift to it, So you have to know who your target market is, and you have to know how to market to them. Earth touches the heart of women. Like this piece right here says, hi there, I'm happy, I'm glowing through life. And that's just a little bit of it. I'm not going to read all of it, because it takes away from the woman that's going to buy this piece. But to get something that says, I'm happy. So even if you're not, you open this up, I'm happy. It reminds you,
put a smile on your face.
That's where I should be. That's where I should be. So if you're going to spend money in buying stuff, it shouldn't just be the cover or just to look good. It should be a feel-good moment. And that's what I got from her the first time, that I met her, So she definitely researched her target market, because as soon as I looked at these earrings, she didn't just sit there and say, oh, she's just looking. Earth leaned in and started a conversation from that chair. I mean, literally, and there was people there. She talked to everyone that came to that table to let them know, I have something for you. Now I'm going to tell you, her jewelry is very affordable. These earrings that you see right here, exquisitely made. These earrings were $28. So, oh, Yvonne, $28 for earrings. I have paid more for earrings that had less. So, and when you get something that's handcrafted and gives you a feeling, every time you wear it, you feel a certain way. So to me, it's worth it. It's worth it. So you're saying, let's get back to, I'm sorry, segue. Get back to, writing down, your thoughts so you can go back.
Yeah.
Doing target marketing on your prospective client.
Yep.
And so now you've got all of that to set up your business. And I like what she said, there's always going to be bumps in the road. So you just don't stop when it looks like nobody's coming through the door.
Right.
You make somebody come through the door.
Right.
And that may be when she says, you know what, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do a fair. And then this way I'll generate more clientele. Because just for
outreach.
For you being there, now I know if I need something really special as far as jewelry, I'm going to come here. And I'm going to make sure I have my coins together. And I'm looking around all the stuff and I'm like, okay,
have your coins together.
Yeah,
lady.
she don't have my size. So I'm on a diet anyway. So I won't say diet. No. Eating life change. There you go, ladies. There you go. So if you do an eating life change, you won't have to worry about, oh my God, I broke my diet. No. It's a life change. So every day it's a change. And I'm like, well, my eating life change has got to do a little kick up because I want to wear one of these dresses because they're absolutely gorgeous. Like Miss Lady right here.
Miss Lady right here.
So I want to thank you, Earth, for being with me today.
Thank you for having me.
All of my fastinistas and clutchistas. Hopefully you guys will become all my jewelry makers. I hope you receive some information today that will help you. I hope that just seeing Earth in her element of business has motivated you to the point of, yeah, I can do that too. Because that's what Determined Women of Destiny is all about.
Absolutely.
Amazing women doing amazing things, showing off. So I end every show this way. Y'all keep doing what you're doing until what you're doing gets done. Earth, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We're going to hug.
We're going to hug.
See? That's that love.
That's the love.
We're supposed to be in business together, ladies.
Yep.
Not against each other, but together.
Yes, ma'am.
Smooches, hugs, and daps. Until the next time.
There goes a woman of God. I'm a woman first. I'm a woman two. I'm a woman true. I'm a woman.